right. Hey, it's still going strong every night. I'm doing a horror movie review. That's right, me. That's right, juggalos and juggalettes. PJ Bozak here, and I'm the scariest man around right now. Ah! You didn't see that fucking coming, unless you're rewinding it right now. I'll let you do that. But here we're back to Samhain Fest, and there's a couple people, I love all the support I'm getting. Thanks all the likes, the shares, all 9 of them. I really appreciate it. It's fucking dope-tastic, and I love you all. And somebody mentioned, hey, I'm so glad you're saying Samhain, pronouncing Samhain correctly. And yes, I am. But for years and years and years and years, I pronounced Samhain incorrectly. And I'm just going to own up to that shit. Because I did call it Samhain because of the Halloween movie. Dr. Loomis sees the Samhain written out, and that's how he pronounces it. And Donald Pleasance out of anybody shouldn't know how to pronounce Samhain correctly. So whatever. I'm blaming a dead man right now for that. So we got what's this here? There's a clown. Here's a clown. A clown with the dirty shoes. Clowns. I know what we can review tonight. We want to talk about some clowns. We want to talk about some fucking clowns who smearing face paint. I'm not talking about the juggalos and juggalettes out there. I'm talking about Art the Clown. That's right. Tonight here's the Blu-ray of Terrifier 2. Number 2. Dose. And not Dose, Frank Schiraldi. Hey, if you're watching this right now, Frank, it's Dose, not Dose. But anyway, you speak your Spanish, and I'll speak my Spanish. Okay, Terrifier 2 came out in 2022, and it caused a whole mess of problems in the theaters. This movie was regarded as so graphically gory and slashery that people were throwing up on the theater floors. People were having seizures, falling over, tripping, and boom. This became a cult classic, and it's not even been a year, and this is already a cult classic. So we got the Terrifier 2, and it's directed, written by, produced, edited by Damien Leone. Or is it Leone? Or is it like Taya Leone? Am I saying that name right, huh? Damien, he's not like he's watching this. Maybe he is. If he is, but he had a budget of $250,000 to make this motherfucker, and he fucking grossed out big with over $15 million in box office. It was only out for a few weeks, and by word of mouth, this is the goriest thing ever. And last night I reviewed Dead Alive, and I said that was the goriest movie ever. This movie here pretty much is a runner up for sure. And like I said, it's a sequel to Terrifier 1, which is also made by Damien Leone, and he has this like little universe going with all of his films. He did a short film called Ninth Circle, which the Art the Clown character appeared in, and the Art the Clown character also appeared in All Hallows Eve. But he was played by Mike Gianelli. Now Art the Clown people now know him as. You can't unsee him now, because the man playing Art the Clown now is none other than David Howard Thornton. And this guy is cool. I heard he's chill as fuck in real life. He's cool to hang out with at the conventions. And he plays one of the most evil characters in any slasher film I've ever seen. But props to him. And it has the returning role of Samantha Scafidi. And she returns as Victoria, and we all know what happened to her in the first one if you've seen it. If not, go back and see it. You can pretty much find Terrifier 1 and 2 and on All Hallows Eve on most free apps. But if you want to pay for it and give these guys some money, you can find it on Vudu and Amazon Prime. Cheap plug. I'm not getting any fucking money from them, so why? But do it anyway. Or you can have your friend Jim Ball or your friend Lee bootleg it for you. And then who else? We have Lauren Lavera. She stole the show with this. She plays a girl named Sienna. She ends up becoming she's like a cosplay kind of girl, and somehow she's got this like psychic connection with Art. And so is her brother, who's played by Elliot Fulham, and he's a Canadian actor. He plays Jonathan, the brother, and he's a Canadian actor who's actually in a band. He's up and coming. He's always posting pictures of the chilling out. Him and Art the Clown are like tight on the set, I guess, But it was really cool casting. And boy, is it fucking gory within the first few seconds of the movie. There's teeth getting smashed out. There's skulls getting opened up by the hand. And it's just, oh. And it did so well in the theater by word of mouth how bloody fucking disgusting this movie is. Because that son of a bitch, Damien Leone, created a fucking stir with this movie. They're handing out barf bags, for God's sakes. And there is a surprise appearance in this movie. Everybody knows I'm a big pro wrestling fan. The former WWE, WCW, ECW superstar, now in AEW wrestling, Chris Jericho has an appearance in this movie. So give that a look. And of course, there is a sequel on the way too. So let's get into this a little bit. It starts off, it pretty much ends on the last movie ended on Halloween night. Art the Clown supposedly got killed. We know how that went. Art the Clown is not going to ever die. He's a wicked clown after all. And it pretty much takes place after that at the coroner's office. And boy, oh boy, is he... it's fucking bloody, man. And he ends up, like I said, developing this like psychic connection with Sienna. And she's like a cosplay girl. She's like building this like this heavy metal type cosplay. And it's pretty dope-tastic. And her brother's obsessed with serial killers. And, you know, Halloween's coming up. He wants to be Art the Clown. He's seeing him now. You're probably wondering, well, how Art Clown come back? Is he invincible? Can he somehow? He's a supernatural character somehow, and this entity of some kind, this little girl entity, seems to be guiding him or helping him or giving him power. And she's creepy as fuck, yo. Oh my God, don't even get me started on that. So Miles County was terrorized by Art the Clown, and now it's going to happen again. And I'm not going to give away the ending, but here's a couple little Easter eggs. Felissa Rose appears in it. She was the star of Sleepaway Camp 1, and she's also in Sleepaway Camp, Return to Sleepaway Camp. She's a big horror, you know, one of the final girls. Well, we'll get into that movie some other day. And then I want to tell you something. What's my favorite scene? I'm going to have to say the Halloween store scene is just I just picture it happening at a Spirit Halloween store. This isn't like a Spirit Halloween in the movie, but it just kind of reminded me of that. But the poor cashier, you kind of like this guy. You see him for like 4 minutes in the movie, and you know, oh, this guy's great. Of course, he's going to be one of Art's victims, and boy, is he! Oh, I said these are some of the worst deaths I've ever seen, and when I say worst, I mean best. All right, whatever. I'm confuzzled now. But you know what? Let's get to it. Let's get down. Let's get down to some Samhain Fest. And here's a quick little clip from Terrifier 2. Because you got to remember, there's a point where the Candyman, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, all those guys were new, right? And they're here 30, 40 years later. I think the same will be said about Art the Clown someday. Creepy motherfucker. And I'm a juggalo when I'm saying that. I don't trust this motherfucker. What's in the box? This came out on the Screambox originally. It's a Screambox movie. So, if you got that account, you can see. It's on Amazon Prime right now if you want to see it too. This isn't going to be good. Home. What's in the box? Looks like you're... Well, I rate this movie 4 out of 5 dog dicks.